TLO, what's poppin'? We are on Twitch. We are live. By the time you see this, we won't be. So just leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notification bells. Let's continue to grow the family from Chicago to the UK. Right behind me, you see a little warning screen. We will not need it, but it's there. Twitch.com is where you can catch a live stream. Usernames at the bottom of the screen. And we've been pretty consistent lately as of the last week and a half. Patreon, man, Monday through Sunday, Premier League highlights included, UK TV shows, and an occasional movie. This is How to Get a Council House, Season 1, Episode 2. I've seen a lot of the comments on the first one. Oh, nobody. All right, I see it. Well, don't forget this is a series, so things can change. Talk to me, though.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. No copyright infringement intended. All rights belong to their respective owners.
Matter of fact, I want to read some of the comments. I ain't going to say from who. I'm just going to read them. Let's see. Oh, well, I don't always agree with everything you say, but I will say you understanding the British culture is elite compared to every American UK reactor. You actually get it. Yeah. Because I'm just not here for views. As you can see, I'm not here for views. I care less. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually I'm locked in with the culture, like in reality. And the most of the UK reactors reacting to Americans reacting to UK stuff. They're my seeds. I want to throw that out there. Most of them are. If you come on a boat, you get put in a 4-star hotel, 3 meals a day, and a new phone, money every day, and that's facts. Bro, I have been up property pool. Man, that's tough. All right, well. Another one said, you can see there's no, for the first season, they said there's no British nationals in there. Open your eyes. All right, God. I'm just trying to watch the show.
There's a growing demand for social housing.
We can't live on the streets. What life is that?
British nationals.
The councils don't have enough homes.
Where would I go?
You don't understand.
So they're forced to shelter families in temporary accommodation while they wait for something more permanent.
There's blue mold down there. It's even going behind his cot.
But with temporary housing costing the taxpayer £500 million a year, there's pressure to reduce costs.
My son's woke up, came running into him, and he was screaming about a rat. Have you seen this?
And not everyone can get the help they need.
I'm not here to shout at him.
Why not? It's your fault. He's got bronchitis.
These people all claim they're desperate for housing.
It is because we're white. It is because we're not Muslim, because we're not black.
But who needs it the most?
It's absolutely disgusting how the council has treated me. It is absolutely disgusting.
I ain't gonna lie. This look like it's gonna be a good. This gonna look like this look like it's gonna be a good episode. I see a lot of negativity. I see a lot of conversation starters here. And I want everybody to, this is a free space to speak your mind in the comments. And as we watch this show, read my comment. And I will read your comment on the next time I watch this show. That goes for all of these shows. I'm reading comments. And I'm saying your name, so just keep that in mind.
In the shadow of Heathrow Airport, the London borough of Hounslow is one of the capital's fastest growing boroughs.
Hounslow has a very rich and diverse population which is growing. We are very close to Heathrow, we're very well connected to central London, and so housing need in the borough is rising.
There isn't enough social housing to meet growing demand, so the council is forced to spend huge sums on temporary accommodation. This mostly consists of B&Bs and privately owned properties. Hounslow Council's current options for temporary housing include this one-bedroom flat on the 17th floor of a tower block with a monthly rent of £500, a privately owned studio flat outside the borough in Slough for £760 a month, and this first-floor bed and breakfast room available for £1,100 a month.
Those are temporary?
Ticket number 141. Please go to counter 9.
Nearly 200 people a day approach the council for help with housing.
I haven't got anywhere to go. My dad's kicked me out and took my key.
I'm really worried because I don't know that we're gonna get a house or not.
I keep trying to
Why did your dad kick you out and take your key? What did you do?
see what I can do to get a house. Just need a bit of help.
But with a severe shortage of council homes, the housing team have to make difficult decisions.
I'm a resident in the Hounslow area, yeah, and I've paid taxes for 20 years of my life, so what about the...
You can hang it up, buddy. You can come in here with all of that riffraff that you're talking about. You are not getting a flat. You are of working age and you are not handicapped. You are not at risk. They're not giving it to you. Even in America, you're not getting it.
Council, they can't do nothing.
No kid, no nothing. You're not getting it.
I don't know whether we can help you or not. You know? That's just actually pissed me off a little bit.
Now I've got nowhere to go. I haven't got any family here.
I'm not doubting you, that's fine. But chances are we're looking at you going into a bed and breakfast today.
There's no kitchen.
Bed and breakfast? No, it's just a room.
It's just a room.
It is very upsetting not to help everyone that comes to the council for housing. I do put myself in their shoes. But there isn't enough council properties to go around.
Maria, who's originally from Portugal, and her 16-year-old daughter Jessica have been evicted.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm taking the B&B. Bed and breakfast. They serve free breakfast in there. I got one room with me and my baby and free breakfast. I'm going down there and taking 4 breakfasts and wrapping them up in saran wrap or something.
By their landlord. They're hoping the council can offer them housing.
All I know is I woke up at like 8 in the morning. My brother's waking me up saying, Jess, like the enforcement people are here.
We're changing the law because they don't give us time to take the rest of the stuff.
Let me stop you right there. We've watched six seasons of You Can't Pay, We'll Take It Away. The procedures for the bailiffs are you take what you need, you go down to the council office with this piece of paper, they'll give you temporary emergency housing. You just need to take them this paper and you have 2 weeks to come back and get the rest of your stuff.
Good afternoon. My name is Uche. How can I help you today?
Sorry.
My bad.
Okay.
She looked like, here we go. See it all the time. I'm not moved.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I was lost my job. I have a business, a cleaner company.
Okay.
And I was behind with the rent.
Okay. And this eviction is because of rent arrears?
Yes.
Maria claims she only missed 2 rent payments on the privately rented 3-bedroom house. But the lettings agent alleges she refused to pay any rent for 8 months, leading to arrears of £11,000. If the council decides Maria caused her eviction, she won't be offered any housing.
Okay. Were you receiving housing benefit?
Nothing, no benefits.
Right.
I don't want to ask a house benefit. I don't want to ask a help in the job center.
Mr. Sanchez,
yes?
But you know, if you do not pay your rent, you're breaching your tenancy agreement,
yes,
and
I
it
know.
would lead to eviction, okay? We have to assess you according to what the Housing Act has said. We're looking at, have you made yourself intentionally homeless? Were you rent arrears, antisocial behaviour? And in your case, yes, you were. You knew you can get some help with this rent, but you did not.
I can't help.
Wait. So you knew that you can get help.
I'm sorry. Oh man, the whole case was crazy. They was outside. They was conversing. As soon as she sat down, she got to the waterworks. She claimed she was only missed 2 months. Really, in fact, it was 8. She refused, like, man, get out. And now you coming to get free housing.
With the rent, but you just didn't do it.
I think she's just upset.
Telling you, this stuff be a choice sometimes.
The fact that people coming in from the country, coming to the council with 7 kids, about 10 sheep and that, and say, listen, I'm on the streets, I haven't got a job, I need a house. They're saying, here's your house keys, you move in today.
It's okay.
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that.
Is she from Portugal?
I need to discuss your case with the manager. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not racist, but ask if she's English, if she's born in this country. I don't think she's born in this country.
You're not either. Wait, I'm so lost. Ain't that the teapot calling the ghetto black? Like, what is happening right now?
Houses, they give them jobs, and they don't even deserve it. What have they done for us but done terrorist attacks?
Oh dear.
Why didn't your mom go get a job? Your mom knew she had you and your brother. She behind 8 months. I know you feel bad for your mom, but you got to take a step back and analyze the entire situation.
Speechless. Absolutely speechless.
Uche brings in her boss, George, to help clarify Maria's story.
Hi there. My name is George.
Oh my God, this is going to get negative. I know it.
I'm the duty manager this afternoon. Right. Couple of issues here. How much were the arrears?
2 months.
2 months rent. 2 months rent?
Yes.
Well, no, that can't be right. Before the court can grant an order for possession, you would have owed at least 12 weeks of rent.
No. If I wouldn't have my children.
No, you're lying. It is 3 months. It gotta be 3 months. I think even here, is it 3 months here? I believe so. Yeah, 3 months.
Another 2. This one, I was not sitting here today. I guarantee 100%. I was sleeping in my car. I was sleeping in the street, but I was not there.
We all got the same face. What are you talking about? Wait, go back. Start the story from the top, man.
12 weeks of rent.
No. If I wouldn't have my children, the another 2, this one, I was not sitting here today. I guarantee 100%. I was sleeping in my car. I was sleeping in the street, but I was not there.
What? Somebody help me. Like, what was? How does that pertain to what he said?
I'm sorry, sir, but I'm too tired now.
All right, okay. I will.
I have a shock. My daughter is not well.
I will round it up.
I'm too tired.
Okay.
If you can help, you can help. Ask her.
Right. Okay. Let me just finish off. This is where we stand on this one here. We are unable to assist you, so you have to make alternative housing arrangement at this time.
As George has discovered the rent arrears are more extensive than Maria claims, The council decides she's responsible for her homeless situation, and she'll receive no help.
Okay. All right, and thank you.
This is not right. It's not right.
I feel like if you did it to yourself and on purpose, then
Not right.
comparison is a thief of joy. So I mean, don't be comparing yourself to what other people get, and then go out there and try to put yourself in that situation, and thinking the council ain't really paying attention, and they seem like they was for you at least.
Mr. Santos stated she only owed 2 months of rent. And from thence, you know, I was able to see the inconsistency in Mr. Santos' story.
Just be all fucking blacks working here. Look, all of them. All of them working here. Huh?
And on this day, a racist lady was created. That's tough. She probably couldn't stand African people for the next 45 to 50 years of her life because of this. That's a shame, you know what I'm saying? Let's all end racism.
The council don't help at all.
Basically, the moral to this story is if you're watching from any side of the world, do not come to this country if you're white, because they will not help you.
That's not that. That is. Do you pay attention to school, young lady? That was not the conclusion that I had drawn from the situation that I just seen. The moral of that story is worry about yourself, mind your own business, and pay your rent. That's what I got. Your mom tried to finesse the system and got caught. It's a dub, baby. You're done. Pay your rent, ma'am. I don't feel bad for you.
91% of all new council tenancies across the UK go to people born in this country, and only 9% to foreign-born applicants.
The common view that immigrants who approach the council are automatically housed is a myth. Anyone who approaches the council must satisfy the criteria which is laid out in policy.
Last year, 170 people a day were evicted from their homes in Britain, the highest number since records began. People like 34...
Hold on, my bad.
Highest number since records began. People like 34-year-old Danielle, who's waiting for bailiffs to arrive at her home.
This is a letter from the county court. The eviction will take place on the 5th of January at 11:30.
The large, privately rented two-bedroom flat in an up-and-coming part of the borough costs £900 a month in rent.
That's
I've
nice.
been here for 8 years. It's been a good 8 years.
Danielle, who works as a hotel cleaner on a 0-hours contract, lost control of her finances and ran up rent arrears several times.
I made mistakes. I fell into a bit of debt. I don't know how I fell into the debt, but somehow I took the wrong path.
Danielle shares the flat with her 8-year-old son, who she's raised alone.
As a mother, I'm trying very hard to keep a positive attitude for my son, who is having a hard time understanding exactly what is going on and why we're in this situation.
Do you have any idea where you'll be tonight?
No, I have no idea.
I'm not gonna lie. Now there's a clear, distinct difference in what's going. She is holding herself accountable for her mistakes. The crib is empty. She knew it was coming. She's prepared. She's okay. Continue.
Quite worrying, but no. Morning.
Morning, how you doing?
Hello, sir. Fine.
You sorted?
Yes, sir.
Good keys. Lovely. Everything else you need?
Everything I have.
That was seamless.
With Malachi at school, Danielle heads to the council.
Okay.
Faced with nowhere to stay tonight, her hopes now rest on being offered temporary accommodation.
Right, how are you? So.
No cap waterworks.
Bailiff eviction. Rent arrears.
Yes.
It's all about the conversation. Now let's see if there's accountability still or some lies occur.
When did you start accruing rent arrears?
She getting the same look. She giving her the same look. Like, oh, here we go.
I don't know, probably about a year after I started working, give or take, or it could be longer than that.
Do you receive housing benefit?
I do receive no housing benefit.
How much does housing benefit pay you?
I was paying one moment 300 and some. There was a time I was paying 500 and change, and then it was
shortfall.
Yeah, and then
so you don't know how much housing benefit pays. Do you have your housing benefit document on you?
No. Hold on.
Because obviously, if you don't know how much you're meant to pay, then
yeah, I don't
probably
know,
that's why we're in rent
I know
arrears.
I was paying 100 here and 100 there.
Yeah, but okay, Ms. Davis, that doesn't help.
Danielle claims a fluctuating monthly income contributed to her problems paying the rent.
Okay, now we blaming. How you don't know, ma'am, Danielle, how you don't know how much they paying for you? That seems very important. I would be keeping the paperwork and knowing how much I need to make every month and to be secure in my home.
The hotel's quiet, the hours get cut back.
How much roughly do you get a month?
That's true. I worked in a hotel for 6 years. I work front desk because I have a nice and welcoming demeanor. I didn't do that
Depends
job.
on the hours I work. The last payment I got was £297 and change.
Have you got your employment contracts with you?
No, that's in storage.
Because,
sorry.
Okay, you know the consequences of not paying rent because you have been in that situation several times with your landlord.
It's not that I ain't trying. You told me to try and look for a better job, but I don't want to. I'm in debt as it is. I got myself into a bit of debt. Not the council's fault, my fault. But if I do a course, it's more debt on top. So I don't know.
Not all debt is bad debt. If this debt, if you can get yourself in debt, if it's gonna push you forward, you know what I'm saying? Like taking a class to better your job standards. I'm gonna take that little bit of debt. I'll take that.
You got a child?
Yes, I have an 8-year-old son.
Do you have any family members in the borough at all?
Not in the country, no. My mum is in Barbados. Okay. My grandmother's in Barbados.
I would go back to Barbados. Sayonara. Me personally, if I was from Barbados and this is happening, I'm going back to the motherland. I'm going. That's somewhere I could do that.
Council was happy to buy me and my son a one-way ticket to Barbados, so be it. But that's not going to work.
Yeah, because why would we buy you a ticket in the first place?
There you go.
This lady is wild right here. Her face. She killing me, dog.
Chances are you could be deemed to have made yourself intentionally homeless, but we have to investigate further into this. I will go and have a word with the duty manager and see how we can assist you, okay?
This is like one of the DMV employees. Y'all got one of them, well, the council. This is what y'all would have, like, the type of employees that are just fed up with coming to work on a daily basis and they just have no energy. They're negative to everybody. I'm not saying she's negative, but she's just like cutthroat. Like, there's no small talk, there's no kiki and haha, and like, I'm gonna tell you how it is because I've heard every excuse. I don't blame her, honestly.
Messed up. Big time. Oh, I made so many bad choices.
What was the choices you made? Can you fill us?
I failed as a mother. I'm not a good example for my son right now. I really ain't.
As Danielle has an 8-year-old son, the council decide to place them in a B&B while Uche investigates their case further.
Yeah. I know she was going to get temporary temporary accommodations because of her child's age. The other lady was not getting that. They had a 16-year-old and 2 older sons, like it was capped. And there was no accountability. She came in blaming people. She had 3 months, $11,000 in the area. I don't think they're going to... But the kid's age be playing a part in it, so...
The impression that people have is that there are empty council properties just stand by waiting for them to just come and occupy. But reality is there aren't any council properties available.
Okay.
My son didn't want to move. He's not happy about moving, but they say everything happens for a reason. We don't always choose the right path. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, man, it get rough out here.
Over 100,000 children in Britain are living in B&Bs. Danielle's 8-year-old son Malachi is about to become one of them. Evicted from their old flat, where he had his own bedroom,
Your mama made you a statistic.
Home will now be this single,
not on purpose, but
15 by 12 foot room, where he'll have to share a bed with his mother.
That sucks.
It's not much, but it's still a roof over our head, and
there's a fridge. Yeah,
I can't complain. I could be in a worse off situation. I'm happy that me and him's together. Just leave away.
Right hand side.
No, no man has spoken, so it'll be fine.
If the council decide Danielle is responsible for becoming homeless, mother and son will be ordered to leave the B&B. With no family support available, they'll have nowhere to go.
Yeah, what happens in that situation? Dang, they look just alike.
24-year-old single mum Sophie is 4 days away from eviction.
The bailiffs are going.
They're not giving you nothing. You have to get evicted first, so you can come in with the paperwork. I guess I'm in an active eviction. You came 4 days too early, ma'am. I get the mindset though. Like you want to get in front of it, but not happening.
Going to come at 10:30.
I know way too much about this. Shout out to Can't Pay Will Take It Away.
In the morning.
It's 4 days away from eviction.
The bailiffs are going to come at 10:30 in the morning on Friday, and they want me to leave the property.
It's nice.
This privately rented 2-bedroom first-floor property has been home to Sophie and her 4-year-old son Adi for 18 months. And now the landlord is selling up.
Oh, should we build a tower?
Oh yeah, no, she finna get it. The landlord's selling the property. They're gonna rehouse her. They're gonna give her Airbnb temporary accommodations, and they're gonna rehouse her. It's not her fault.
Oh.
The flat costs £928 a month, 908 of which is covered by housing benefit.
Dang.
I pay £19.50 per calendar month.
What?
I'm a full-time carer to my son. Can you do counting? It's going to be even more difficult for AD.
Yeah, that boy 4. He got a pacifier, ma'am.
Yeah, let's do count. Because of his autism, his whole life is...
Apologies. I take it back. You got it.
structured by routine. Found it! Yay! His school's only 10 minutes away from where I am now, and AD knows which way we go to school, which way we come home from school.
No, I got you.
Are you coming to help me do some
My bad.
cooking? If AD asks, I can't tell him where home is or even if we have a home, because we just do not know. I was born and bred in the London borough of Hounslow, and I think I should be prioritised. But you have immigrants that come over every day, they go to the council, and they're housed with...
Ah, damn, lady, why you pre-gaming the negativity. You ain't even been to the council yet via this scene.
with no problems at all.
The council is under pressure to move people being evicted from private accommodation, but financial constraints and a housing shortage mean tenants can be left waiting.
Something could have been done ages ago, but the council didn't, and now I'm homeless in 4 days.
They won't. You gotta be day of eviction.
I've been served my notice of eviction for this Friday at 10:30. What happens to me? Because obviously I have to be out of there Friday morning with my stuff.
Yeah. We will provide accommodation, but the accommodation that you will get, I don't know. I can't tell you.
But when will I find out? Because as I say, it only leaves me 4 days and I have to sort out my child.
The day of the eviction is your true date of homelessness. We will find you an accommodation.
Told you. I told you. It's got to be day of eviction. She's trying to get ahead of it because her son has autism, which is a valiant thing. And they're gonna rehouse her 100%. Her son is autistic.
On the day, we will not house you before that.
So what happens now then? What do I do from now?
And let the letters section know that on the 8th of January you will become homeless, and then they can start looking for accommodation for you. Okay, I'll just copy this information here and I'll bring it back.
It's a stupid policy. The process of it is all stupid, but it kind of makes sense if you really think about it. We can't give you any accommodations prior. It has to be the day because there's probably 170 people that need those temporary accommodations today. Their day of eviction was today. So, it makes sense, but it is stupid at the same time. It's not her fault, though. Deep breath.
We're going to start looking for accommodation for you, and you need to come back on the 8th if we haven't called you before then.
What happens with all my stuff? Because obviously the bailiff's coming at 10:30 in the morning. I have to take my son to school.
We don't provide storage.
Dang.
But this isn't my fault. I can't understand because this isn't my fault.
Right, okay, so...
None of this is making any sense. I've been passed from pillar to post by this council for 6 months now.
Right, okay. Well...
And no one can give me an honest answer. And I'm not happy about it.
6 months ago, you were only threatened with homelessness.
Yeah, I understand that.
You don't understand. You don't understand. You don't understand.
Went through the whole procedure with me.
You don't understand it, okay? You were threatened with homelessness, but now you are homeless. Okay? So, there's a difference between that.
Yeah, for the council, unfortunately, it's cut and dry. You have to be homeless. And then not before, not almost homeless, not threatened with homeless. You have to actually be nowhere to go.
It's disgusting, but what can I do?
Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
She tried to be responsible. It ain't her fault. But see, me, the type of person I am, I'm not going to get upset at stuff I can't control. I can't control how the council run. It is what it is, buddy. I know I can't. I wouldn't even have came in there on that day. I would have waited until the homeless day, then went in with my son or whatever, did what we had to do, went to where we had to go to. It is what it is. This is what y'all can give me. let me say something one time, please. Like, can y'all try again? Is there anything closer? Like, dang, look out for me. If it wasn't, all right, I'm taking this then.
I think it's absolutely disgusting how they've treated me, and not only me, but my 4-year-old little boy with special needs. It is absolutely disgusting.
Ma'am, they ain't treat him. They treated you that way. I'm on your side on this particular case, but like, that's how the council goes every time. You shouldn't even get yourself up in a roar about it. It is what it is.
And to leave me until Friday, when the day I'm actually meant to move out, and then I have to come back here, it is well and truly disgusting. And, you know, for a council that's meant to help their borough and help their people, it's far from it.
That's just what it is. I am on your side, though, but just not with that particular. You gotta come the day of. I'm pretty sure they've told her that multiple times over the phone, because she seems like a somebody that takes care of what she's supposed to take care of. I know she is, because she has an autistic son, so she's on top of a lot of things. So I know she's been calling. I know she's been getting that same information, and she still tried it, made herself mad.
Even if an applicant qualifies for temporary accommodation, it may not live up to expectations. Unemployed 19-year-olds Mac and Sarah have only been living in temporary accommodation for 2 months, but they're desperate to get out.
Bad, isn't it? It's so bad, like, it's breathing.
Housed by the council after overcrowding at Sarah's mum's house,
King Marcos, appreciate the follow.
They believe the studio flat is making their 5-month-old son ill.
If there's mold, it is making y'all sick too.
And it's only turned worse since we've been living here.
Mac and Sarah's flat costs £175 a week.
Get an air humidifier. I mean, not an air humidifier. Dehumidifier, and get an air purifier. It'll help a little bit. Put the air purifier close to the baby.
By housing benefit.
There's blue mold down there, under the windowsill. It's up on the windowsill. It follows all the way down his back wall. And our baby boy, that's 5 months old, it's even going behind his cot.
Yeah, man, you gotta put the dehumidifier over there, man. Well, my suggestion is to be like, there's a Lysol spray for mold. You gotta spray that joint, and you gotta get the dehumidifier as close as you can. And then the air purifier, put it by his head.
He's got bronchitis at the moment, and he may have ammonia now.
Damn.
With the property.
And Cameron's now on an asthma pump at 5 months. It's like he smoked 40 fags a day, because his breathing is he's gasping for breath in it.
Are you happy, boy? What? You happy, boy? Yes!
They gotta rehouse this kid. No, I'm going in there with all type of negativity. I'm pissed off. 100%. Like, y'all housed me, cool, but look at this black mold, blue mold, black mold, whatever it is.
From the age of about 5 or 6, I went into care till I was 16. Obviously, care homes wasn't the best for me. Knowing that I'm not going to wake up to family, always waking up to strangers.
Yes,
Obviously, from the way I was in care, I don't want Cameron going through it.
What's that?
I want him to say, well, Dad, you've done me proud. And obviously, I want us to provide a nice, safe, secure home for him.
That baby look exhausted.
His immune system is not as good as what ours is. He could turn at any second, and if they don't move us, then we could lose him.
Yeah, this is an emergency. Can somebody from the council come out and look? They have that, don't they?
After weeks of requesting a move, Mac and Sarah have been called in for a meeting with the housing team.
Okay, that's a step.
Every time we come round to the council, we get pushed away. We always get told, there's nothing we can do, or there's no one to talk to. I'm not going to take no from these. Nothing we can do, or there's no one to talk to. I'm not going to take no from these. It is disgraceful.
Did y'all take a picture of it?
I just hope they do move us out by today, look.
They could re-put y'all in temporary accommodations, but I'm pretty sure y'all don't want that. But because y'all got a lot of stuff, y'all would have to put it in storage. Y'all don't want to do all that. But
the property is in no fit state for Sarah and my child to be living in. The child is not going back there tonight. He's severely ill. He's now got severe bronchiolitis, which is severe. But if you can hear from his breathing is getting worse.
Okay, the mold is not because of the damp, it's because of condensation. Okay, in a property such as a studio flat that where you stay, you have to kind of like air it constantly. It means that you have to open the window.
But we can't open the windows because he's just going to get more ill.
When you do that, when you open the window, you need to cover him properly.
What do you mean cover it?
We cover him all the time.
We've got a young baby. You can see his breathing. His breathing here is absolutely appalling. You lot have put us in the premises. That is appalling. Yeah. Because this young boy, if he dies, it's on your head, my love.
blue mold is from condensation. I forgot. I didn't even think about that. Low key. Gotta air. Well, so definitely with my fix would situate it, but it got to be cleaned first. You know what I'm saying? They got to take them out. They got to come spray it with bleach and wipe it down a couple days, and then they got to teach them how to do it.
I don't
not knowing else, it's your council.
I'm not here to shout at
No, because you know, by law, it's your fault. He's got bronchiolitis.
If you continue to shout like
that,
I will
you know you're in the wrong, my friend. You know you're in the wrong.
And then you can make your own arrangement.
What, you're walking off because you're the one, because he's the one that's got bronchiolitis. Right. Your team has absolutely... What, you gone, yeah? There you go.
Oh. Got to be able to control your emotions in the situation and have a conversation. She probably could have helped, but you understood your anger is warranted. But you know, somebody has to come out, assess the situation.
Fucking stupid.
Teenage parents Mac and Sarah are hoping to persuade Hounslow Council to move them out of their studio flat. So far, their efforts have been fruitless.
Well, even if you do move, the stuff that has mold on it, you have to wash it before you put it in a new place because it's just going to come again.
Lettings officer Nina heads upstairs to seek the advice of her manager.
Hi, Remy. I went to see Mr. Macaulay and Sarah Kempson. I had to leave because he was shouting, was being very aggressive.
Okay.
Mr. Macaulay is very, very upset with his situation. He won't leave today. If I were to go back to him, he will start again shouting at me.
Okay. I'm going to go and see him.
Do you want me to come with you as well?
Yeah, because you've been dealing with the case. So yeah.
Okay.
There's more negativity inside it.
When I'm being called by officers to deal with a difficult situation, I basically repeat exactly the same thing that the officers have said. I guess because people, when they see
that's more irritation.
The manager, they hear a different thing even though you're saying exactly the same thing. But at least they feel reassured. Mr. Macaulay, hello?
Nah. That's not true. The manager sometimes be saying something different. Like, first and foremost, I want to let everybody know I paid off all my debt. I had 2 things in collection, paid it off yesterday, first and foremost. The first time I called for the first people, you know, I'm not paying the full thing. I'm settling it. I don't care. I want to pay and delete. So in America, like, you pay it and then they send the paperwork for a deletion. And they guarantee they're going to send the paperwork. Now, however long it takes for it to happen, it is what it is. but it's guaranteed they send it. That's all I want, as a guarantee that you're going to send the paperwork for deletion. Cool. First one did that with no problem. Bop, 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 bop. I called a second place like, yeah, I want to pay and delete. They talking about some, yeah, they giving me the whole spiel. Yeah, here's how it works, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, okay. What about the delete? Yeah, we don't control that. Let me stop you there. I'd rather leave it than not get that wording from you. I want you to verbalize, because all of this is an attempt to collect the debt. And this conversation may be recorded, and it is recorded. So therefore, say it out of your mouth that they will send the delete papers. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, do you want to speak to my manager? I'm like, yeah, I guess. And I told the manager, I said, listen, I just spoke to another collection agency. I paid, and they said it's pay and delete. They'll send the paperwork. All I want to hear from you is that you are sending the paperwork. And she said, oh yeah, let me break it down to you. She told me once again the same thing that lady said, but she said, but we do send the deletion request. The other lady did not say that. And she would not say it. I'm like, all right, bet. Okay, go get your manager. So there was something different said, and I appreciated it. It's the moral of the story. You're on tape saying it. I got the date. And anyway, it's creditors. I can harass them to delete it myself, but I want you to do it.
Okay. My name is Adiremi Osadia. I'm the Voids and Lettings Manager. Okay. I've seen the picture of what the property looks like now. I can see the black mold. I can see water dripping down. I could see a lot of laundry. That is what we call lifestyle issues, because when you're drying the clothes in the property, what you will find is condensation. You need to open your window and ventilate it.
Well, I don't want to live in the property no more, and I don't want my son to live there.
Okay.
It's already got blue mold on.
Unfortunately, that's not how it works.
Why? Because it's got blue mold. He cannot live in blue mold for another day.
It doesn't work.
He's got bronchitis severe.
Can you calm down, please?
Can I calm down? You've got pictures here of what the property looks like.
It's a lifestyle, though. Wet clothes hanging from a line right on the inside of the house, right? That's what they said.
Hey, can you calm down?
Okay.
All right. Just listen. Please don't interrupt me. Okay?
And y'all don't have AC units there either. AC units would stop this as well, but y'all don't have them. Like in Florida, like they have built-in mold, so they do something here. I don't know. ACs normally stop mold.
Now you're in temporary accommodation.
Yeah, but we didn't know.
Sorry, can I finish, please?
She ain't. Hey, let her finish.
We have issues with that property. We have issues with the flat. Now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get one of our officers actually to come and have a look at that property as well. At the condensation and the mold. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry,
she did say something different. Well, she couldn't get it out though. This one couldn't get the whole conversation out. The other manager, she was not playing. She said, "Hey, stop talking."
No, carry on. It's okay.
I'm sorry for getting on the wrong end of you. Yeah, I'm sorry for saying nasty. That is for me to say to you.
That's a start.
All right, I'm thank you, and I'm sorry.
It's okay.
She probably wasn't gonna. She probably was gonna say the same thing. The difference is she just got it out. She was more like, "Shut up, let me talk." You feel me?
Obviously, there is a lot of frustration. That's the reason why they were.
She seems intimidating. Also, I ain't even gonna hold.
He was coming across as being, kind of upset. I think I'll use the word upset.
You wanted to say D-head.
Glad we stayed around, because if we had went, we wouldn't be in the situation what we're in now. None of them would be coming out tomorrow, and now they can actually see what the problems are. And if they do resolve it, congratulations to them. But if not, then I will be coming back.
He seemed a little off.
Council spending on B&Bs has now reached £623,000 a day.
Temporary accommodation is
A
huge
day?
problem for this council. Bed and breakfast is the most expensive option, and having to pay nightly rates simply means we are paying more.
Seems lucrative to start a bed and
Hotel
breakfast.
cleaner Danielle and her son Malachi are adjusting to life in a 15 by 12 foot B&B room, for which the landlord charges the council £1,100 a month.
Yeah.
Ooh, she cooking up, though.
While their case is investigated.
What's that? Stuffing.
School.
Oh, okay.
Look, and you got carrot and stuff on the bed. Oh God.
It's a bit cramped. It's like living in a sardine box or something.
It's not that small.
The place where we were living, Malachi misses it a lot. And he loved the TV, and he's missing his TV shows.
Their previous home was just yards from Malachi's school.
Half equals something eighth.
But the journey now takes over 2 hours, as it involves 3 bus rides and then a 4th to get Danielle to her cleaning job.
We leave here about 6:15, 6:30. Basically when we come in, it's just in, have a shower, get ready for bed, do schoolwork.
I remember I used to have to do that.
And wait for a new day to start all over again. Really? All right, enough.
I was on a bus for like 8 hours a day sometimes.
Oh, right.
Bill's character.
Whether I'm coming and going, I'm just in.
Sophie is being evicted from a private tenancy with her son, Adi.
Come on then. When I pick Adi up from school, where am I going to take him?
The B&B?
Once they're officially homeless, the council will take
I'm on her side, though. My bad.
Their duty to provide them with temporary accommodation.
Very, very sad to be leaving. It's been my home for the last year and a half.
As she has no idea of the size or location of the property the council will offer her, she's having to pull in some favours to store her belongings.
I'm leaving things with will be my old neighbour. So, do you want this one up here as well, yeah?
That's nice.
Quite scared, not knowing what's going to happen. My life now, officially, is in the hands of the council.
She looked like Jimmy Neutron. My bad.
Sophie.
My intrusive thoughts really been getting to me the last couple of weeks. I just say whatever's on my mind on the reactions, but that's cool, you know. We just rock out. We take a 40-minute reaction and make it an hour and 30 minutes. That's.
At the council, Sophie is joined by her mum and sister.
This is going to be volatile, possibly.
Okay. The property that we're going to offer you today is a 1-bedroom for you and your son, because your son's under a certain age that he can share a room with you.
Right, okay.
All right. You're not allowed, because it's a 1-bedroom flat and you don't have a garden, you're not allowed to keep any pets in the property. Now, if you've got a fish, that's fine.
I've got a fish. I've got one fish.
But yeah, we're talking about cats and.
No, I don't have none of that.
Yeah. So is that all okay? And is that all clear? Have you got any other questions for me?
Are they black? Wait a minute.
It's temporary.
As tenants,
It looked like her sister and her mom was African. Okay, wait a minute. No, it doesn't matter. It's just.
Cats and.
No, I don't have none of that. No.
So is that all okay? And is that all clear? Have you got any other questions for me? It's temporary.
As tenants in Hounslow spend an average of 4.5 years in temporary accommodation, Sophie could be here for some time.
Welcome to your new home.
Don't matter. It is what it is.
Bedroom?
Nice.
Not bad. It'd do for you and Adi, won't it?
The rent on the flat is £500 a month, almost all of which is covered by housing benefit.
There's a nice sized bath.
The cost to Sophie will be just £6.33 a week.
I was expecting to be sharing facilities, to, you know, having to hide my stuff and, you know, having to write your name down and everything. But I've actually got my own front door and I can make this, even if I'm here a month, 2 months, whatever, at least.
Make it home.
I wouldn't even do all that. Just give me my bed, a few toys.
I think you were born 10 minutes that way. I brought you here, and now you've gone full circle, and you've got a little boy of your own now.
And I lived across there as well.
But it's nice, because you know the place, it's not like you don't know.
I know this
where
is
you
the
stay.
back of my hand.
Exactly.
The council did stick to their word that they would try their hardest to find me somewhere. And
So she's like a quarter black. That's an observation, because her mom is half and her dad got to be full European. So.
And they have.
She can say the N-word. It's by law.
Hotel cleaner Danielle and her 8-year-old son Malachi have been living in a B&B for over a week, while the council decide if they're eligible for any more help with housing.
Bye. Bye. Alright, see you later.
Wait, what happened?
Bye.
While the council 8-year-old son Malachi have been living in a B&B for over a week.
Oh, okay.
While the council decide if they're eligible for any more help with housing.
Bye. Bye. Alright, see you later. Nervous? Stressed? They say it's good for you to go out there and work, but yet when you try to better yourself to provide for your child, housing benefits pay less and you've got to pay more. What help is there? There's no help.
At the council, Uche is moving closer towards making a decision.
So Danielle is owing about £3,000.
That's not bad.
Rent. She has other debts that she's owing: gas, electricity, credit cards, Virgin, Sky.
The moment I lose a job, I'm cutting my credit cards off. I'm a zero balance them and not use them, and then cut them up. And then when I'm out of debt, I'll have them resend me the cards. But I don't even want that. I don't want that smoke, man. That interest be crazy. Good.
She's at risk of making herself intentionally homeless, which means the council will not assist her with her housing needs. If that's the case, then a referral will be made to social services as well.
If social services become involved, it could lead to Malachi being taken into care.
Dang.
Malachi is my lifeline. He is my universe.
So that's what happens.
First, a unique gift, my special gift.
You lose your kid, that's tough.
And that's the one thing that I can treasure and not share with the whole world. But that's me and Malachi's bonding time. No one else is. And to have him taken away from me, I would honestly say I would kill myself. I honestly would.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd do if I was in that situation.
In the last 4 years, a chronic shortage of social housing has led to councils spending £2 billion on temporary accommodation.
It's growing in the cupboards. It's all going all furry down there. We need the council to come out and fix the problem. So wipe all that blue mould actually off from now, yeah?
Teenage parents Mac and Sarah want to be moved out of their temporary flat because of a mould problem.
I think they're gonna come and clean it though.
So council officers Albert and Rohit,
it's cleanable. You just have, after it's cleaned, you have to do the right stuff.
Have come round to inspect.
Get dehumidifiers and get air purifiers. Dehumidifier will do it though.
We've got some complaints from the tenants that conditions aren't suitable
So me and Rahel just had to have a look at it to make sure what the tenant is saying is true, because we can't keep the tenants in there if the property's unsuitable.
As you can see from his breathing, he's got severe bronchitis, and because of the blue mould, I can't have that with a little baby. He's even going behind his cot.
Me and Albert will do a good inspection of the property. And
Okay, thank you.
know what our findings.
Thank you.
Do you always dry clothes indoors?
Yeah, we always dry it indoors because there's nowhere else to put the clothes.
Okay.
Not even gonna cap. After what the lady said inside, I wouldn't even have that outside drying like that. I would have did something else when they was on the way. Don't even ask me that
blue mould,
question.
if you can see. Blue mould's growing severe around there. It's gone over the toilet as well.
The thing is, you have to do a lot of prevention work because you have a lot of stuff in here. The portable heater as well, so all of that creates a lot more.
You got a portable heater too.
Moisture, and it's got to escape. So that's why you've got the mold developing.
Wash down the walls, wash down the windows, let the walls breathe.
I can always wipe the blue mould off, but I'm worried in case if we wipe it off, is it going to come back severe?
You have to, wash it down, and hopefully it doesn't come back with some ventilating.
You gotta hit it with the bleach.
The tenant was claiming the property is unlivable, but it's perfectly inhabitable. Open some windows, get enough ventilation, move the furniture away from the walls so the walls can breathe, and continue to wash them down as often as you can whenever they see mold.
The lettings managers have made their decision. Mac and Sarah won't be getting the move they were.
Yeah, y'all got a lot of stuff in this little bit of apartment, but that space heater, I didn't even see that the first time.
It's not suitable for a family to be living here, but
just get a dehumidifier, man. Run it for like a couple hours out of the day. Like when you're not home, run it. When you get home, open some windows. You'll be cool. You'll be fine.
they've got more power over than what we had. Like, they're the council, we're just normal human beings. But just because we're working class and we're not rich, we still have rights.
What are you talking about?
With the pressure on the system so high, the council has had to resort to more drastic measures. To get tenants out of expensive temporary accommodation and into permanent housing more quickly, the council is increasingly resorting to solutions outside London. "23-year-old Afshan has lived in Hounslow all her life. She and her 1-year-old daughter are staying in a temporary flat which costs the council £760 a month.
I basically had a baby and my family was not accepting it, and therefore I had to come
Makes sense.
and approach the council to house me, and this is what I'm here for now, to get housed, because I have nowhere else to go.
They probably gonna give her one. It's nothing she did that could have happened, that could have stopped that. I mean,
Afshan's been told the council have found her.
She was out there getting frisky with no protection and had a baby. Her family not going.
A more permanent home, which is about to discover exactly where.
Morning, Miss Afshan. So I'm going to give you the details of the property. It's a 1-bedroom ground floor flat in Hockley in Birmingham.
Birmingham is cool.
Okay.
I don't want to move to Birmingham.
Property, like I said, is a really nice property. It's a 1-bedroom ground floor flat, and the rental is like, you're looking at like £98 per week, which is so cheap. And it's a 1-bedroom, it's a ground floor, so you won't be like, you know, with the stairs with the baby. And it's not far from the city centre.
But I've heard actually some bad stories about Birmingham as well.
This area is a really nice area. It's cheaper to live in Birmingham
I don't want to live
than in London.
There's not even an option to me.
But this is all we have available at this present time. We're making your offer.
Bottom line is I can't move to Birmingham.
Well, obviously that'll go on your record because you're making yourself intentionally homeless. So we're making an offer.
But I never said that I wanted to move.
But you don't
to
get a
Birmingham.
choice.
Right. You don't
If
get
a
no
homeless
choice.
applicant
You gotta
turns down
take
the
it.
property, the council can discharge their duty and offer no further help.
I'm taking it, and then trying to change it.
So can you tell me how this is? Can you tell me how this is suitable for me?
We get properties coming as and when.
So
they come
you want
in,
me
we
to
match
go all the
them
way
up.
to Birmingham and waste my time for what? 'Cause that's not fair. It's not fair at all. That I've waited 9 months. Not even that. Since 2013 October, I was homeless.
Okay, so
it's just not going to.
So just need to know: are you refusing this offer of private rented accommodation?
At the end of the day, the council will do what they want to do.
Okay.
They will never understand what's going on with me or the people in my position.
But making your offer.
Bottom line is, I can't move to Birmingham.
So what I'm going to do is I'll do the discharge duty letter. I'll be down
No,
in
you
15
can't do the
minutes.
discharge duty letter right now. I haven't exactly said yes or no, so you can't.
You said you
can't
don't want to
put
go to
words in my
Birmingham.
mouth.
You're saying yes then to go.
Well, if I need to go and view it, then I need to go and view it, don't I?
You don't view, you will move in. When we do viewings in Birmingham, you don't just go and view, because a long distance, you will actually go and move in. This is what happens, yeah? I really need to move.
You better take it. You are homeless. Birmingham is kind of lit. I ain't gonna hold
on
you.
now, if you're taking this.
Obviously, you need to move on. You need to go and do this to other people. But this is my life here. I've got questions. You can't tell me.
No, that's fine. I'll answer your questions.
After
But
5
if they're
PM
assessment
today, you're
questions,
gonna go home to your happy family, to your roof. I need like 10, 15 minutes to think about this. You know,
Okay.
the big life change
Okay,
move
so
that
do
you're
you
making me
wanna-
do.
do you wanna go-
I've lived in Hounslow all my life.
Okay, so do you want to go and think about it and come back?
Yeah, I need to go.
Yeah, okay.
I get it. It's a frustrating move, but your family kicked you out. They don't want nothing to do with you or your baby. You're starting to go move around and start a new life. I'm doing it. Birmingham's lit. Probably in 2014, though, it might have been a little bit rougher, but
I think she is very unhappy. It's not a nice situation to be in. You know, I've got young kids. I totally understand how she feels.
and her eyebrows tattooed.
But because of the shortage of properties, this is what we are doing, and we are moving people into the private rented sector anywhere in and out of London. There's no choice. There's no choice now in housing.
I feel like I've actually lost so many people in my life. I feel like these guys must hate me as well, or something. So they're just telling me to move. Don't want to, but they're just chucking me out.
Don't take it personally. A new start is always good for the soul, man. It's a cleanse. Do it.
They're like they don't want to see me.
Miss Afshan, come back in.
You're moving me to Birmingham, but at the end of the day, I don't want to move to Birmingham.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you're trying to say I should just obviously permanently move to Birmingham?
That's an option. Right, okay. So I can see if the landlord's free the weekend
if
for
you
you to
said
move
that
in.
first, I
Okay,
could have done
so this is your offer letter. Give me all the details of the property. Yeah? Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So is she gonna go view it now? They letting her view it?
Nothing.
Girl, you gotta calm down a little bit. They are actually helping you.
I've never even been to Birmingham. I've never ever been there, so I don't know what to expect. You know, they're not the ones that are fighting for a place for where they've been.
Expect a roof over your head and a place for you and your baby to call home.
Brought up themselves. They don't have to move far away. They're not getting told what to do. Just not trust the Hounslow Council because they're never going to help you.
They're helping you. They're just not helping you in the way you want to be helped. But they got you.
The council have come to a decision on Danielle.
It's hard not knowing what they're going to decide. Where's the next place my son's going to sleep?
Morning, Danielle.
If she's found to have made herself intentionally homeless, she and her son will be asked to leave the B&B where they've been living.
Well, I've called you in today because we've made a decision. Yeah. We have found you intentionally homeless.
Dang.
Okay. Because you've been evicted for rent arrears, and we made inquiries. We checked everything, income and expenditure, and you know it's your responsibility to pay your rent, but you failed to do that. Okay. So that's it. Okay. So here's your decision letter. Okay. And then you know you have to make your own arrangements from there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Also, we will be referring this letter to social services because there is a child involved. Okay?
All right, that's fine.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You take care.
That's rough. It's not a happy ending. She's in shock. It's like handling grief.
Evicted from the B&B and told she'll receive no further help, Danielle now faces the possibility of social services taking her son into care.
It is a concern that social services are getting involved because that boy is my universe. Malachi is my universe. There was a little bit of hope, but that's gone, that's diminished.
So what now?
I cannot see that the situation on temporary accommodation can improve.
It hasn't. It's 2024. Afshan turned down the move to Birmingham. She is now staying with friends. Wow. Maria and Jessica found themselves a privately okay. Back against the wall, buzzer beater home find.
With rising demand, this council will continue to spend money it doesn't have.
Really?
Fearing the loss of her son, Danielle immigrated with Malachi to Barbados on a flight paid for by her family. Should have. Good call.
Shrinking stock, increasing private sector rents.
And did what you had.
Looking at all of that, temporary accommodation, I think, is set to become worse.
It did. Correct, sir. TLO, leave a like, comment.